everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are amazing and fantastic. एक साल बाद मैं ये वीडियो बना रही हूँ and where was I for this 1 year? What triggered me today to not stop myself from making this video? So we all have come across in life somewhere or the other with terms like work pressure, terms like suicide. So something sort of such things happened in my life too, which I never wanted to share. I was always like, Sakshi, it's okay, forgive and just move on in life. But something happened. I was just going through social media and something triggered me. Yeah, work pressure. So recently I came across a very sad news that a girl died due to suicide because of work pressure. That was really sad. So coming back to my part, what happened last year? So we'll start from 2 years back. So I was gaining weight and all people around me, Sakshi, moti ho rahi hai. Sakshi, you are getting ugly. Even my parents, Sakshi, you are lazy. And everyone was like, I myself, when I looked in the mirror, I was like, even if you are fat, it's okay, Sakshi. I love you, Sakshi. I always had this kind of attitude for myself. So what happened in January, I frequently started falling sick. I was sleeping a lot, like I was working from 8 to 2 and I was sleeping for around 16 hours and everyone thought at home, what's wrong with this girl? This girl is lazy. Everyone scolded me and I myself was not knowing what's going on with me. I was falling sick, so I used to go to the doctor. Doctor used to give me medicines and I was okay. Cut short, I was working a lot. After that, when the management realized that I have many skills, they put to use, and I'll not blame them also. It's okay. I took all the responsibilities, but what happened, my health started deteriorating and the work which was assigned to me was very new and it was hectic too. So I was not able to take the pressure. I told the management that I can't take this stress, but I cried. They took it as my weakness. They thought that I'm running away. I cried and the boss told me daily by calling me in her office. She just loved scolding me, and when I used to cry, she used to be so happy that yes, I made her cry. Yeah, early in the morning, it was her agenda. Short months passed, I was crying, I was working. I used to come home, I told my mom, I'm leaving this job, I can't do it anymore. My mom scolded me like anything, and that broke my heart. My mom was like, what kind of a girl you are? Did I make you study just because you can leave jobs? I told her that, Mama, I can't take it, but she was not understanding. She was like, no, you don't have to give up. Work, and keep working. I told her, what if I'll die? She's like, but you can die, but don't leave the job. I kept working. Things happened. I generally started falling sick. I started taking leaves, and there were many gossipers. There were many toxic people who used to give me all their works on WhatsApp calls so that I don't have a record of how much I was working. They used to take the credit of everything what I was doing. Shameless people. Okay, cut short, a day comes when I went to the hospital and the doctor said, how are you alive? Poor girl, just go in room number 103. I was like, the land moved up under my feet, and I was horrified. I panicked. I cried and cried. I tried running from the hospital. I was alone. My mom went to keep my bag. She went to get clothes. The next day, I was operated. I had a very major surgery, life threatening surgery. No one cared. No one. No one at the work. 3 days after, no one even cared to call and ask me, "How are you, Sakshi?" from workplace. So, the lesson number one I learned from that was learn to say no if you are not mentally okay. Learn to draw boundaries, and at workplace, no one is your friend. The people who are being sweet to you wants to take advantage of you, and if you are a nice and sweet people, if you don't know how to say no, then you will be overexploited at workplace. Be a super bad person if you can be. Just do your work correctly, and you don't have to just overburden yourself, because when I was in hospital, there was no one. And what happens after 1 week? I survived. With God's grace, I survived. And again, the work was sent to the hospital. How cruel can someone be? Yeah, the world is cruel, and you need to learn. A very strong lady taught me this, that you can't cry over everything. You need to be strong. And I was not liking sitting at home looking at the walls, popping up the medicines, because I had never been at home, and it was very depressing. So I started going to school. No one cared. No one cared. They again started giving me work. I worked when I was on leave. Like, I was lying on the bed because I could not sit, and I checked 200 papers. I cried, I can't do. But on WhatsApp, you have to do. It's your work. The management has told. Oh wow, the management. I did not get paid, but I worked. I did not fight. I was not in the condition. I just survived. Yeah, it's okay. I went on the next day then. I was super busy. I resigned from my job. I did not ask my mom this time. I did not ask any of my friends. I did not ask anyone, because this time I knew this is my life, and that is only one. I cannot die for some work which I'll be replaced the next day, and this happened. I resigned, and the day I left my job, I was replaced. So the lessons which I learned were: learn to say no, learn to give priority to your health, either it's mental health or physical health. Third, love yourself so much that you don't care what the world thinks about you, what the world says about you. You know better that what you want in your life and what you have to do in your life. Fourth is, don't tolerate toxic people. Learn to draw boundaries. And fifth, think you are special, you are unique, and go out and find a new job if your workplace is toxic.